Good day, viewers. Running every day may have some health benefits. Studies show that running just 5 to 10 minutes each day at a moderate pace may help reduce your risk of death from heart attacks, strokes, and other common diseases. But the same research also shows that these benefits top off at 4.5 hours a week, meaning there's no need to run for hours each day. Running is a high-impact exercise, and overtraining can lead to injuries such as stress fractures and shin splints. How many days it's safe for you to run each week depends on your goals and physical fitness levels. Scheduling days for cross-training, strength training, and rest should be part of your training plan. They may make you a stronger and healthier runner overall. Keep on watching to learn more about the benefits of running 10 minutes every day. What happens when you run 10 minutes every day? 1. Running builds your self-esteem. And when you have that, you can achieve just about anything. We don't have a lot of studies to support this running benefit, because it hasn't been much investigated. Although this study of diabetes patients found that regular aerobic exercise plays an important role in improving self-esteem. But we do have Oprah Winfrey. In the early 1990s, Oprah decided she wanted to do something special for herself during the year of her 40th birthday. She wanted to get in shape and finish a marathon. Despite her background as being an overweight, non-exercising, African-American woman, she nailed her goal in the 1994 Marine Corps Marathon, completing the distance in a respectable 4:29. Afterward, she said, "Life is a lot like a marathon. If you can finish a marathon, you can do anything you want." In addition, we've heard thousands of stories from runners about how running taught them an important life lesson. Take one step at a time, just one at a time, and you can get where you want to go in a marathon, in pursuit of your educational goals, in launching a new business, in recovering from loss and disease, and so on. We're not saying that running is easy, or that life is easy. Neither are. But running is measurable. We count the miles and minutes, we can see where we were at the beginning of our journey, and how far we have come. This teaches a simple truth. Effort produces results, no effort produces nothing. The effort is worth it. 2. Running lowers your blood pressure. In 2016, a World Health Index called the Global Burden of Disease published results of its investigation into a mind-boggling 388 different health risks, and the effect each of them has on our well-being. It found that the number one risk, by a large margin, was high blood pressure. Even more so than cigarette smoking. Running and other moderate exercises is a proven, non-drug-related way to lower blood pressure. A 2019 meta-analysis looked at results from 391 randomized controlled trials, and confirmed modest but consistent reductions in SBP in many studied exercise interventions across all populations. The same paper reported that the systolic blood pressure lowering effect of exercise among hypertensive populations appears similar to that of commonly used medications. A year earlier, a review article in the Journal of the American Society of Hypertension concluded that both aerobic and strength training elicited significant reductions in both systolic and diastolic BP. What kind of running is most likely to improve your blood pressure? It was formerly thought that steady, continuous workouts were most effective. However, newer research has reversed that position. This 2019 meta-analysis supports higher intensity interval training for better blood pressure. 3. Your lower body muscles grow stronger. Running every day results in strengthened lower body muscles. That's because running fires up these muscles to produce power mile after mile. It takes many muscles to make running possible. The calves, quads, and glutes ensure your hips and legs stay properly aligned while absorbing force and storing elastic energy, which translates to greater kinetic energy and force production, he says. The muscles that make up the calves, the gastrocnemius and soleus, are responsible for lifting the heel and pushing you forward. But other muscles you may not have given much thought to before, like the anterior and posterior tibialis in your lower leg, which help to control and decelerate foot strike, are also challenged and strengthened by a regular running routine. While running does train your lower body muscles, improving their overall strength and power ultimately comes from strength training. Instead of running every day, hit the weight room on alternate days to prevent muscle imbalances and ensure that each stride is smooth and efficient. 4. Your core and back become more stable. The muscles of your core also play an important role in running. They not only transfer force to and from the lower and upper extremities, but they also contribute to pelvic and trunk rotation. That rotation is necessary for moving from one place to the next effectively and efficiently. Your back, your lats more specifically, also work to produce power in your strides. These large, fan-shaped muscles are the only upper body muscles that attach to both the spine and the pelvis. The lot works in concert with the opposite glute to absorb and produce force during the gait cycle. This is evidenced by the arms and legs moving in dynamic opposition to each other during running. The faster one runs, the more important this relationship between arm swing and movement becomes. To help improve your lat strength, take a break from your daily runs to squeeze in some upper body workouts. Make sure to also work in some core exercises at the ends of your runs or tack them onto your lower and upper body strength training days. 5. Running improves mental health and reduces depression. Many runners take up the sport to improve their physical fitness. After a short time, these new runners often give a different answer to the "Why do you run?" question. That answer, "Because it makes me feel better." They're talking about emotions, mood, mental energy, fewer blue days, and the like. The evidence for this effect is overwhelming. A 2016 meta-analysis of exercise and depression reached these conclusions, among other positive outcomes. 1. Exercise is an effective treatment for depression. 2. Exercise is as effective as psychotherapy and prescription meds, and 3. Exercise may serve as an alternative to costly and often hard to find/schedule medical treatments. A chapter in the 2019 handbook Sport and Exercise Psychology from the American Psychological Association states, there is substantial evidence supporting exercise use in the treatment of mental disorders, especially depression. As positive as this evidence appears, it does not mean you should rely solely on running and other fitness exercises when battling depression. Depression is a serious, widespread disease, and should be confronted with a full array of medical approaches. 6. Running reduces the risk of many cancers. In 2016, the Journal of the American Medical Association published a remarkable original investigation into the exercise habits and cancer incidence of 1.44 million American and European adults. The authors concluded that high-fitness exercisers, such as runners, had a lower risk of developing 26 different kinds of cancer than low and non-exercisers. The benefits could not be traced to either non-smoking or low body weight, two known cancer protectors. There was something special about exercise that lowered cancer risk. Many other researchers have found similar results. In addition, running is also helpful if you, unfortunately, do develop cancer. In that case, regular exercise lowers side effects from the difficult treatments while supporting you physically and emotionally. It also reduces mortality from cancer and decreases the likelihood that you develop another type of cancer. 7. You might lose weight. Olson doesn't recommend people who have overweight, a BMI of 25 to 30, or obese, BMI of 30 or higher, to start running for weight loss, because the impact is more pronounced and can increase the risk of injuries to the joints. But if you've gotten the all-clear from a healthcare professional, the number of calories you burn will vary depending on factors like the intensity of your workout and your age and size. For example, according to Harvard Health Publishing, a 155-pound person running 12 minutes per mile burns 298 calories in 30 minutes. While you'll need to make adjustments to your diet as well, burning calories with exercise like running, which works for multiple muscle groups at once, resulting in that high calorie burn, can certainly help you along a weight loss journey. On the other hand, over time, some beginners notice they gain weight from starting a new running routine. This may be due to muscle growth that offsets lost body fat. Still, because running is so taxing on the muscles and joints, it's best to avoid doing it every day. Is it safe to run every day? Running every day may increase your risk for an overuse injury. Overuse injuries result from taking on too much physical activity, too fast, and not allowing the body to adjust. Or they can result from technique errors, such as running with poor form and overloading certain muscles. To avoid an overuse injury, make sure you have appropriate running shoes and change out your shoes often. Gradually increase the number of miles you run each week. Mix up running days with cross-training, such as cycling or swimming. Warm up before you run and stretch after. Run with proper form. If you experience a running injury, stop training and see your doctor for a recovery plan. Rice, rest, ice, compression, elevation, may help with your recovery. Are you ready to start running 10 minutes a day? Please share it with us in the comments below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. For more secrets and tips, subscribe to the channel. Before you go, here are 2 more videos you should check out. Both of them will help you reach your goals. Click to watch them now. See you in our next video.